Hey, this is Amway from Difference in Skill, and I am sick, but I am bringing you a video, and it's a Vanguard video, so don't feel so bad. So first thing first, new mat. I guess not so new now, because you guys probably seen this in the last few videos, but yeah, new mat, and I was supposed to do this a while ago, but so this mat was done by iSeiyaku, and this is supposed to be a response to this, but I was kind of busy, so I didn't manage to do it. But anyway, yeah, if you guys want to make mats, go look for him and his channel. I'll probably post this as a response, because I did promise him. He's a nice guy, and yeah, basically he'll do any kind of mat, like any dangerous mat, like he'll do. And I actually have two more that I didn't really open yet, but just gonna show you guys. Or cats to go with the last one I made. But anyway. Okay. So those are mats. And now today I will bring you a Vanguard deck profile of Murakumo, which I actually just finished sleeving. And holy shit, this is... Give me a second. The sleeves are actually so slippery, they're just coming apart. New sleeves. So let's start. Sorry. So first of all, we have the starter from Murakumo. This is for the ride chain. If I don't even know what he's actually called, I think it's Mangetsu. Mangetsu Storm. Oh yeah, Mangetsu Storm. Yeah, that's it. So this is starter for him. So let's just start. Actually, let's go grade 1 first, because we're going with ride chains. So since I'm playing the ride chain, obviously I'm starting with that, and this is not organized because it just slipped away altogether. Okay, so first of all, for the grade 1 ride chain, and just like any other ride chain, this searches for the grade 2 or the grade 3, and I'll begin to explain why this deck is actually pretty powerful in just a moment. Has to do with its ability, but anyway. 2, supposed to be 3 face rolling wheel engine. And basically what this does is when it comes out, you can target another Murakumo card, counter blast 1, and you can search up to 1 copy of it and call it out on the field, and at the end of the turn it goes back to the bottom. But basically what this does is, if I have 1 over here, I can play this and call out a second one from my deck and now have a full field. I can also do a grade 2. But what this basically does is it's very powerful in the rush game, so I can be really aggressive. In the early game, if I had this on any other card, I can basically launch a full field attack on my opponent. 3 perfect guards, because I am poor, and I will not say much about that, but 3 is fine. 4 8k boosters, pretty generic here, just cause basically every deck needs these, even the newer archetype ones. Oh, these are triggers. So of course grade 2s start off with 4 of the second ride chain, level 2 of the ride chain, obviously. So basically what this does is, if you ride it over the grade 1, you get to search for 2 more of these, and you play it out on the field. And for this, until the end of the turn. So at the end of the turn, they go to the bottom of your deck, but this is very powerful because basically if you get the ride chain off, you get to do 3 attacks right off the beginning of the game, or really early at the start of the game. And let's say if you had one of these, and anything else really, basically, anything, basically the card requirement is really low. basically if you have anything else, you can launch a full field attack with all boosting abilities. So your opponent, there's a very high chance your opponent won't be able to guard a lot of these attacks, especially pretty sure for the Vanguard, and at least one more attack. Depending if you're hitting magic numbers, then more so why they wouldn't be able to guard. But basically, like, if you have any 2 grade 1s at this point, you can basically launch a really full field. You can launch a full field attack, and this is what this deck is really good at doing. Is it's very aggressive, followed by 4 10k beaters, just cause these are good cards, and in general against crossfires or anything else, just pretty stable. And especially in Murakumo, you don't really have that many options of what to play. Like, the card pool for this is fairly low. For this guy, not sure what his name is, but I do know that he's on Flipper, so if it hits the Vanguard, you basically unflip the damage. And moving on to grade 3s. So Mangetsu Storm, and they're kind of bendy because they're new. Anyway, Mangetsu Storm, so same ability as the grade 2 version. When you ride this over, you get to call 2 of these out, and basically at the end of the turn they go back to the bottom of their deck. But basically, if you get the ride chain off, you're basically having a full field almost all the time. Second ability, like all ride chain, he gains an additional 1k when the grade 2 is in the soul, and his limit break ability is flip 2, and basically call these 2 out, and he'll gain an additional 3k this turn, and they go back at the end. But yeah, basically with this deck, you're never really afraid of never having a field because of his ability to call these 2 back out and attack during the limit break. So basically your front row is always kind of secure in that kind of sense. And at the same time, because we have face roll wheel, you're basically, a lot of the times you're guaranteed to have a full field, or very easily attain a full field. Basically if you have a back row, your front row is pretty much covered all the time. And the lot of the 3 is I play 3 Temple. And basically what this is it's a Galmore, gains 5k when it's limit break, and the other ability is not a limit break, but it's flip 1. So counter blast 1, choose a level 2 or higher, and call it on the field for this turn. At the end it goes back to the bottom of your deck, just like all the other cards, but because basically if you don't have that, this will help you settle a full field all the time as well, easily. Because as long as you have 1 unit, you could call another one, and you kind of just keep doing this, because there's only 1 cost. So you're basically guaranteed to have a full field most of the time. And they're very aggressive because your front row is basically really well covered in this deck. So you can always launch attacks easily. And hitting pretty decent numbers as well, because with limit break it gains the additional 5k. So basically it'll give everything some trouble, or it hits 21 really easily, and 22, 23 to some certain extent. And this basically just shits out units very fast. It's a fun deck. So for triggers, 4 heal triggers, not so surprising. 4 criticals, also not so surprising. What's not going to be surprising is followed by another 4 criticals. And what may be surprising will be followed by an additional 4 criticals. So basically this is a 12 crit deck, and the reason for this is basically because this is a very highly aggressive deck where you'll probably be launching 3 attacks right off the start of the game. So by doing this, if you're playing 12 crits, basically at the early game, if you get a trigger somehow, if you top one of these, you can basically 3 out 3 to 4 damage in 1 turn. So it puts your opponent in a pickle, or really in a tight situation when you're this aggressive, because not every deck is able to respond as quickly to aggression sometimes, or especially when there's a full field all the time. I mean, most other decks, if you're lucky and you have the hand, you just play out full field, right? But with this deck, your effects basically help you make a full field most of the time. Or as long as you get the right chain off, you're always gonna pretty much have a full field all the time. And at grade 3, starting at grade 3, you're more or less able to set up a full field for sure because of time mobile. And of course, this one's always you can always bring more units out with this. So that's my Murakumo deck. And sorry if this is not Liberators or whatnot, because it's going to take some time to arrive, because shipment's kind of delayed, and because some of the decks are actually, I didn't actually buy the cards, so I can't really complain about it. It's other people's, so I'll show them off when I get them, or when they get it. In the meantime, I'm not sure what. I still have quite a bit of Vanguard decks, so I haven't actually showed all, but not sure if people really want to see them. So basically, I'll let you choose what kind of deck profile I'll do next. So this actually just arrived today. This is my Decapo deck that I was talking about before that I bought. It's the Student Council version, and it has some nice total sleeves here. Basically, if you guys want to see a waste video, I'll do a deck profile on this, because I didn't want to do it this time around, because I still want to edit it a bit. And here I have another deck, and this is actually my Set X deck. So if people want to see this deck, tell me in the comments which deck profile you guys see. Or if you guys want to see another Vanguard deck, then that's fine too. I will show you guys another Vanguard deck, but usually I kind of hold out on those. But yeah, you guys can decide what deck profiles you want to see next. So we got Waze, Set X, and another Vanguard deck. I'll probably show off what I play in English, since I think people don't really know what I use. Yeah, especially with set 5, I kind of changed. So that's all from me from Outlet, and I hope I get better in the future soon, because I feel like crap. And yep, and check out iSeiyaku for mats and whatnot. Thanks. See ya. Oh.